That's him. He's like a little better one. Oh. Planer board off of it. This one feels like he's got a little bit of weight. Not the one I'm after, but we got some action. Fish is bigger than I thought it was. Most definitely bigger than I thought it was. He hit it like he's supposed to. Alright. Woo. First fish of the day, guys. Nope. Alright, there it is. I don't know, he's a 35. He's probably 35. Alright, let's turn him loose. I'm after the bigger ones. He'll go back down to the depths. Get him back out. Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. Oh, wait a minute. Hang up here. Oh. I just put him out too. Man, it's a trout line of sorts. That's one of the drawbacks of dragging baits. You can put the best sinkers, the best line, everything you can, but you're still gonna get hung up, you're still gonna break off. But I did get part of my rig back. All right, while I'm out here, I guess while we just did this, let me show you what I'm using to catch these big catfish. The rig I'm using is just what I call a dragging rig. I'm a simple kind of tackle guy. I don't really like to deal with tackle, but therefore I use the simplest stuff. So this rig here is going to consist of, the first thing we got is I use 65-pound braided main line. And like I said, it doesn't matter at this point. Braided line is, there's a lot of good braided line out there, so you really can't go wrong most likely. And I'm gonna put this barrel swivel or whatever swivel type we call this is, crane swivel, something. It is a swivel. We're gonna put it on first, and now we're gonna put the rig together. That's what's gonna hold everything. There's my fishing line at, my leading line. Now I just automatically cut me about 4 or 5 foot of 50-pound monofilament. And what I want to do is go about a foot out, and I'm going to make me a knot, just an overhand knot. Boom. And I don't really want to get it tight or anything. I'm just going to put it, and I'm going to do it again. I want a double knot. All right, now I'm going to take the long end of it, put a bead on it. We're going to put us a float on it. We're going to put another bead on it. Here's what we got so far. All right, now I'm going to take down here as close as I can to it, leave about 1 inch. I'm going to do another knot. And I'm going to do another knot. I know what you guys are saying. All these knots are good places to break, but I've been using this for a long time. I ain't have no problems out of them. So if you guys don't want to use it because you got a knot in it, but it catches fish, I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you. All right, now we got that done. What I want to do is put my hook on. And I like my hook to be about 6 inches in front of this float. And actually it rattles too. I mean, I don't use it for a rattle. That's what a lot of these folks will use these demon dragons for, rattles and stuff. This is just kind of keep the bait up off the bottom. Hopefully coming through the timber and snags a little bit easier. That's pretty much it. Now we're just going to leave about another 3 foot. I'd always rather have enough to cut off rather than not have enough. And we're just going to put this on with a regular polymer knot. We'll leave about 3 foot below it. We're almost done. Pull that tight. Get rid of your tag. Now, we're going to get us a clip. And we're going to clip onto our swivel. We're on the main line side. Lock it in, and we're going to put a sinker on it. In this case, it's going to be a 4-ounce sinker. I'm dragging it about 45 foot of water, and you want to adjust your sinker according to how your depth is. 3s and 4s are pretty good, but when I get in 60 and 70 foot of water, I like 5s and 6s. All right, there's our rig right there. That's what we're just going to drag across the bottom of the lake. And hopefully it gets snagged on a big 70-pounder instead of a big snag, big log or whatever. So now here's what's up. We're gonna cut us a chunk bait. I'm gonna install it in the back of that skipjack. And this is our rig. Now what we do, stick it in the rod holder, let it hit the bottom, and then engage your reel. We're dragging, so now we're just going to hang tight, and hopefully a big nasty catfish will grab a hold of this thing. Now there's another rig I use too, exactly the same thing, except I don't use a float on it, and most of the time I just run it right out the back of the boat. But I'm being lazy today. This broke off. We're just going to put another hook on it. We're going to drag it, and this bait's going to be more towards the bottom. And I put this hook on just with a Snail knot, I guess that's what you call it, a snail knot. Shoo, this Alabama heat. Uh-oh, got one going on over there. It's a little one. Well, it's ideal to catch big fish if you can, but it's really hard to coax them in, the big ones. You just got to take what you get. There are big ones in amongst these small ones as well. All right. He's not typically ideal. Looks like he's had some kind of fish trying to get him in his mouth. Those look like catfish tooth patches right there. Huh. All right, that water's warm today too. It's like 80, 86, almost 87 degree water temperature. All right, that is not the one I was wanting to wait on, but that's the one I got. We're kind of limited because I got some pretty sad bait today. This is all we could catch, this little stuff. We got 2 or 3 big ones. But big fish will hit little bait too. And this technique you can work in lakes. It's generally better if it's not a lot of current, but if you do have like a little bit of current, you can pull up current some. I like to pull up current when I'm doing it. There we go. All right, that's it. Like to catfish, but don't like to just sit and wait. This might be the rig for you because you do have to navigate some water. You do have to navigate the terrain and keep yourself in the strike zone where you're trying to fish. But you just pulling planer boards. You're messing with the bottom, so you're gonna be busy. It is a little work to do this, but it is a very good technique to search out and find fish where they're feeding because you're constantly on the move. We're pulling our baits at about 0.5 to 0.6 with this crazy stuff going on right now, all this boat traffic and stuff. We're bouncing between, or we're 0.5 to 0.8, but we're being pushed and shoved. That's something that you just have to kind of put up with, but like I say, we are pulling a couple planer boards off to the side. We're pulling a couple right off behind the boat, and we're just kind of, we're going to the catfish. We're searching out certain ledges, certain contours. We're dragging baits over the places most likely to hold fish. Alrighty. He feels like a pretty decent one. I don't know, this fish don't. He pulls like he's a 40 pounder, but now he's like a 20 pounder. It makes me wonder. Now I'm feeling a little bit more weight on him. A little bit more weight. It makes me laugh every time these fish pull me now. I don't have that extra 100 pounds. I'm easier to move. I don't know what to make of this. He's playing possum or something, but I think he's bigger than what I think I might think he is, but then again, I don't know. He's coming. There he is, way deep. Way deep. Go. There's a big old male. Come here. Get the old hydro web on him. You don't want to come in. You don't want to come in. Come here, mister. Get in there. Oh. Get in there. All right. Yeah, he's much bigger than I thought he was. He acted like a 20, and then he acted like a 40, and then he acted like a 30, and at the end there he acted like another 20, and then when I got to see him, that's when he acted his age. Oh. Dragging, oh, don't get crazy, buddy. Don't get crazy. Dragging some baits. All right, guys. Like I say, it's not real picky. You're fishing in amongst 2 pounders, 40 pounders, and 60 pounders. Whew. But that is an excellent way to find fish. For one, is these dragging rigs. So give it a try next time you're out. Like I say, it's just a simple rig, a hook, some 50-pound leader, a few beads, a cork, swivel, clip, and a drag sinker. There's all kind of drag sinkers out there. There's expensive ones, there's cheap ones, there's reasonable ones, there's ones that really work, there's ones that work that have weight but also float. So there's a lot of options out there, but I like the old tried and true lead. Well, guys, I'll tell you what, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the hot summer days of August in northern Alabama. Makes for a really hot day. So we're gonna go ahead and get some lunch and come back later on. But again, guys, thanks so much for watching my videos, and hope to see you again. Live happy, my friends.